Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about whole numbers. More specifically, we're going to be learning about factors. To get us started, let's first talk about what a factor even is. So a factor is a number that when multiplied by another number will give you your desired product, okay? So let's go over an example. Here we have 3 times 5 is equal to 15, and here 3 and 5 are both factors of 15. And 15 is our product. Now, 3 and 5 are not the only factors of 15, but they're 2 factors of 15. So let's talk a little bit more about factors. And we're going to talk about the number 4. What are the factors of 4? So we have 1 times 4 is equal to 4. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. And we have 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Now here notice that 1 times 4 is the same thing as 4 times 1, but we just listed it anyway, alright? And then 2 times 2 would be the same thing as 2 times 2 if we switched it. So now we're going to find out what are the factors of 4, alright? So to start us off, we know that 1 is a factor of 4, so we're going to go and cross out the 1 here. And then we know that 2 is a factor of 4, so we're going to cross out the 2's. And finally, we know that 4 is a factor of 4, so we're going to cross that out. And we don't have any more unique factors, so that's when we know that we're done. So the factors of 4 are 1, 2, and 4. All right, now let's talk about the factors of 7. So we know 1 times 7 is equal to 7. We know that 7 times 1 is equal to 7, and that's it. So now we're going to list out all our factors of 7. And we have 1, so we're going to cross out the 1's. And we also have 7, so we're going to cross out the 7. So here, the only factors of 7 are 1 and itself. All right? And now, what are the factors of 15? So we know that 1 times 15 is equal to 15. We know that 3 times 5 is equal to 15. We know that 5 times 3 is equal to 15. And we know that 15 times 1 is equal to 15. Now notice that some of these are repeated because in multiplication, we could just switch the order of the numbers and get the same thing, but we could still list them out just in case, all right? So when we list out our factors, just make sure that you don't repeat a factor. We're only writing unique factors to 15. So 1 is a unique factor to 15, so we're going to cross out our 1's. We know that 3 is a factor to 15, so we're going to go ahead and cross that out. We know that 5 is a factor to 15, so we're going to cross that out. And finally, 15 is a factor to 15, so we're going to cross that out. All right? Lastly, we're going to find the factors of 24. So we have 1 times 24 is equal to 24. We have 2 times 12 is equal to 24. We have 3 times 8 is equal to 24. We have 4 times 6 is equal to 24. Then we have 6 times 4 is equal to 24. 8 times 3 is equal to 24. 12 times 2 is equal to 24. And finally, 24 times 1 is equal to 24. 24 has a lot of factors, so let's list them out. All right, so factors of 24 are 1, and we're going to go ahead and cross out the 1. Then we have 2, we're going to cross out the 2. Then we have 3, we're going to cross out the 3's. Then we have 4, we're going to cross out the 4's. Then we have 6, we're going to cross out the 6's. Then we have 8, we're going to cross those out. Then we have 12, we're going to cross those out. And finally, we have 24, and we'll cross those out as well, all right? So the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24, all right? So that's it for finding factors of a number.